Hello, and welcome to Great Sleep. Get ready to listen and relax. Today I'm going to tell you a bedtime story about how one rainy evening, a group of friends got together in one cozy cottage. You'll hear the story of how they spent time together, telling stories and having fun. The small town of Willowbrook was nestled amidst rolling hills and lush greenery. It was the kind of place where time seemed to slow down, and the air was filled with a sense of tranquility. In the heart of this picturesque town stood a charming cottage, its white walls adorned with creeping ivy, and its windows framed by colorful flowers. This cottage was a haven for four friends: Sarah, Mark, Emily, and David. Sarah was a free-spirited artist with a penchant for adventure. Her vibrant personality was reflected in her fiery red hair and her eclectic wardrobe. Mark, on the other hand, was a reserved writer with a deep intellect. He had an air of mystery about him, with his dark hair and piercing blue eyes. Emily was the epitome of grace and elegance. With her flowing blonde hair and gentle smile, she exuded a calming presence. Finally, there was David, a jovial chef with a passion for culinary delights. His infectious laughter and warm personality made him the life of any gathering. On a rainy evening, the four friends found themselves seeking refuge in the cozy cottage. The sound of raindrops against the window panes created a soothing melody as they huddled together in the warmth of the living room. The crackling fireplace cast a golden glow across the room, illuminating shelves filled with books and board games. Sarah curled up on the plush sofa, her sketchbook in hand, while Mark settled into an armchair nearby, a leather-bound book resting on his lap. Emily perched herself on a window seat, gazing out at the raindrops cascading down the glass. David busied himself in the kitchen, preparing a pot of steaming hot tea. As the friends settled into their cozy nooks, they began to engage in light-hearted banter and laughter. Sarah teased Mark about his serious demeanor, while Mark playfully countered with a clever retort. Emily chimed in with her gentle laughter, diffusing any tension that may have lingered in the air. Sarah, always the storyteller, suggested playing a board game to pass the time. The friends agreed, and soon they were engrossed in a game of Scrabble. As the letters formed words on the board, their conversations flowed effortlessly, blending humor, intellect, and warmth. The crackling fire danced in the fireplace, casting flickering shadows across the room. The cottage exuded a warm and inviting atmosphere, its walls adorned with paintings and photographs that captured cherished memories. The soft glow of table lamps illuminated the cozy corners, creating a haven of comfort and tranquility. The furniture in the cottage was chosen with care, each piece inviting relaxation and conversation. The plush sofa beckoned with its soft cushions and warm throw blankets. The armchairs were perfectly positioned to encourage intimate conversations or solitary moments of reflection. The window seat, adorned with cushions and pillows, offered a serene spot to watch the raindrops fall and listen to the rhythm of nature. Shelves lined the walls, filled with books that had been lovingly collected over the years. Classics, poetry, philosophy, there was a book for every taste and inclination. Board games and puzzles were neatly stacked on a nearby shelf, ready to be enjoyed during cozy evenings such as this. The walls were adorned with artwork, a testament to Sarah's talent and passion. Her vibrant paintings brought life and color to the cottage, capturing moments of joy, love, and adventure. The photographs on display showcased the friends' shared experiences hiking through misty mountains, exploring bustling city streets, and basking in the warmth of sun-drenched beaches. The friends reveled in the comforting ambience of the cottage. They sank into the plush furniture, their bodies enveloped in warmth and their souls soothed by the crackling fire. The rain continued to pour outside, but inside the cottage, time seemed to stand still, allowing the friends to savor each moment of togetherness. As the rain continued to patter against the windows, the friends found themselves engrossed in light-hearted banter and laughter. Sarah playfully teased Mark about his meticulousness, jokingly referring to him as the grammar police. Mark responded with a wry smile, countering with a witty remark about Sarah's tendency to lose herself in her vivid imagination. Emily, always the peacemaker, interjected with a gentle laugh, diffusing any tension that may have lingered in the air. She playfully nudged David, urging him to join in on the banter. David, the jovial chef, obliged with a mischievous grin, teasing Emily about her love for order and symmetry. The room filled with laughter and joy as the friends reveled in each other's company. Their conversations meandered from childhood memories to current events, from funny anecdotes to deep philosophical musings. The rain outside seemed to enhance their bond, cocooning them in a world where worries and stresses melted away. As the laughter began to subside, Sarah's eyes sparkled with excitement. She set her sketchbook aside and leaned forward, ready to share a nostalgic story from her childhood. The friends leaned in closer, their attention captured by Sarah's animated storytelling. Once upon a time, Sarah began, her voice filled with warmth and wonder. There was a little girl named Lily who lived in a small village surrounded by towering mountains. She had an insatiable thirst for adventure and would spend her days exploring the vast wilderness that lay beyond her village. Sarah's words painted vivid images in the minds of her friends. They could almost see the little girl with wild curls and a mischievous grin, fearlessly venturing into uncharted territories. One day, Sarah continued, Lily stumbled upon a hidden cave nestled deep within the forest. Curiosity got the better of her, and she couldn't resist peeking inside. To her amazement, she discovered a magical portal that transported her to a world of enchantment and possibility. Mark's eyes widened with intrigue, his curiosity piqued by Sarah's tale. What did Lily find in this magical world? He asked, his voice filled with anticipation. Sarah smiled, her eyes shining with nostalgia. In this world, animals spoke, trees whispered ancient secrets, and dreams came to life. Lily embarked on countless adventures, befriending mythical creatures and uncovering hidden treasures. But the most magical part of it all was the power of her imagination. It allowed her to shape the world around her, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. The friends sat in awe, captivated by Sarah's story. Emily sighed dreamily, her mind filled with images of a whimsical world where anything was possible. David leaned back in his chair, a contented smile on his face, while Mark pondered the profound impact of imagination on one's perception of reality. Inspired by Sarah's nostalgic story, Mark leaned forward, his eyes gleaming with intellectual curiosity. He took a moment to gather his thoughts before launching into a thought-provoking tale. Imagine, Mark began, his voice steady and measured, a world where time is not linear but rather a fluid concept. A place where past, present, and future coexist, intertwining in a dance of endless possibilities. The friends leaned in closer, their minds open to the philosophical journey Mark was about to take them on. In this world, Mark continued, there is a man named Alexander who possesses the ability to glimpse into the future. He sees the choices people make, the paths they take, and the consequences that follow. But what if, one day, Alexander realizes that his visions are not set in stone? What if he discovers that his mere observation can alter the course of events? The room fell silent as the friends contemplated the implications of Mark's story. Emily furrowed her brow, lost in deep thought, while Sarah's eyes sparkled with intrigue. David, always the optimist, saw the story as a testament to the power of choice and the potential for change. Through Alexander's journey, Mark continued, we explore the delicate balance between fate and free will. We question whether our choices truly shape our destiny or if there is an invisible hand guiding us along predetermined paths. The friends engaged in a lively discussion, each offering their perspectives on the nature of time, destiny, and the power of choice. The rain outside seemed to fade into the background as their minds delved deeper into the realms of philosophy and metaphysics. Emily, inspired by the thought-provoking discussion that had unfolded, felt compelled to share a personal anecdote of her own. She adjusted her position on the window seat, her gaze fixed on a distant memory. "I once had an experience that transformed my perception of art," Emily began, her voice filled with a gentle reverence. "I was standing before a blank canvas, my brush poised in midair. I felt a surge of inspiration, an overwhelming desire to create something meaningful. But I was plagued by self-doubt and fear of failure." The friends listened intently, their eyes locked on Emily's every word. They could sense the vulnerability in her voice, the weight of her emotions. But then, Emily continued, a hint of a smile gracing her lips. "I let go of my inhibitions. I surrendered to the creative process, allowing my brush to move freely across the canvas. In that moment, I felt a profound sense of liberation and connection. It was as if the act of creation had transcended the boundaries of time and space, allowing me to tap into something greater than myself." Sarah nodded in understanding, her own experiences as an artist resonating with Emily's words. "It's incredible how art can be a gateway to self-expression and self-discovery," she remarked, her voice filled with admiration. David, always the supportive friend, chimed in with enthusiasm. "Emily, your art has the power to touch hearts and inspire others. Your ability to create something beautiful out of nothing is truly remarkable." The friends basked in the warmth of Emily's story, their hearts filled with appreciation for the transformative power of art. The rain outside continued to fall, its rhythm becoming a backdrop to their shared moments of reflection. As the rain poured outside, David felt inspired to share his own personal story. He leaned forward, his eyes twinkling with excitement, and began to recount his culinary journey. "Picture this," David said, his voice animated with passion. "A young boy standing on a stool in his grandmother's kitchen, watching in awe as she effortlessly created culinary masterpieces. The aroma of spices filled the air, and the sizzle of food cooking on the stove became a symphony in his ears." The friends were captivated by David's story, their mouths watering at the mere thought of delicious food. From that moment on, David continued, "I knew that I wanted to be a chef. I embarked on a culinary journey, exploring flavors and techniques from around the world. Every dish I created became an opportunity to express my creativity and bring joy to others." Sarah, her eyes shining with admiration, interrupted with a playful grin. "So, David, are we going to have the pleasure of tasting one of your culinary masterpieces tonight?" David chuckled, his enthusiasm contagious. "Of course! How about I whip up a mouth-watering feast for all of us? I have a few recipes up my sleeve that I've been dying to try." The friends eagerly agreed, their stomachs rumbling in anticipation. As David busied himself in the kitchen, the aroma of spices and sizzling ingredients wafted through the cottage, enveloping them in a symphony of flavors. The tantalizing aroma of David's culinary creations filled the cottage, drawing the friends closer to the kitchen. Their mouths watered as they caught glimpses of sizzling pans and colorful ingredients. David emerged from the kitchen, a wide smile on his face, carrying plates filled with culinary delights. The table was adorned with an array of dishes, steaming bowls of homemade soup, fragrant roasted vegetables, and succulent grilled meat. The friends gathered around the table, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. They couldn't help but express their admiration for David's culinary skills. "David, this looks absolutely incredible," Emily exclaimed, her voice filled with genuine appreciation. Sarah nodded in agreement, her taste buds already tingling. "I can't wait to dig in." "Your talent in the kitchen never ceases to amaze me." Mark, usually reserved but unable to contain his excitement, chimed in. "David, you truly have a gift for bringing people together through food. This meal is a testament to your passion and skill." As they savored each bite, the friends couldn't help but express their delight. The flavors danced on their tongues, a symphony of tastes and textures. The meal became more than just food, it was an experience, a celebration of friendship and the joy found in simple pleasures. Between mouthfuls, the friends engaged in animated conversations, their voices blending with laughter and appreciation for David's culinary prowess. The rain continued to fall outside, but inside the cottage, warmth and contentment enveloped them. As the friends savored the last bites of their meal, a sense of gratitude washed over them. They leaned back in their chairs, their hearts filled with appreciation for each other's presence and the strong bond they shared. Sarah broke the silence, her voice filled with warmth. "I'm so grateful for all of you," she said, her eyes shimmering with sincerity. "Our friendship has brought so much joy and adventure into my life. I can't imagine a world without you." Emily nodded, her voice soft yet filled with conviction. "Each one of you has touched my life in such profound ways. Your support and love have been a constant source of strength and inspiration." Mark, usually reserved with his emotions, spoke up with a genuine smile. "You all have taught me the power of connection and the beauty of vulnerability. I am grateful for the deep conversations and shared moments of reflection we've had." David, always the optimist, chimed in with his characteristic enthusiasm. To think that this cozy cottage has become a sanctuary for our friendship, it fills my heart with joy. I am grateful for every laugh, every shared meal, and every adventure we've embarked on together." The friends sat in silence for a moment, their hearts full of gratitude and love. They reminisced about past adventures and experiences they had shared, hiking through misty mountains, exploring bustling city streets, and basking in the warmth of sun-drenched beaches. As the rain continued to drum against the windows, the friends decided to embrace the present moment fully. They made a collective decision to turn off their phones, allowing themselves to be fully present with each other. The absence of digital distractions created a sense of peace and stillness within the cottage. The friends sat in comfortable silence, their thoughts drifting and mingling with the sound of raindrops outside. Sarah gazed into the mesmerizing dance of flames in the fireplace, her mind wandering to distant lands and fantastical adventures. Mark found solace in the pages of a book, his imagination transported to far-off places. Emily closed her eyes, allowing the soothing sounds of rain to wash over her, grounding her in the present moment. David simply sat back, his eyes closed, savoring the peace and contentment that enveloped him. In this moment of shared stillness, the friends felt a deep connection, a silent understanding that words could not express. The rain outside intensified, creating an even cozier atmosphere within the cottage. Time seemed to stand still as they reveled in the simple pleasure of each other's presence. As the rain continued to pour outside, a sudden surge of energy filled the cottage. The friends looked at each other with mischievous grins, their spirits lifted by the cozy ambience and their deep bond. Without a word, Sarah jumped up from the sofa and began to sway to an imaginary beat. Her movements were graceful and fluid, as if she was dancing with invisible partners. Mark, caught up in the infectious energy, joined her in a playful twirl. Emily couldn't resist the call of music either. She stood up and swayed to her own rhythm, her movements gentle yet captivating. David, always ready for a good time, let out a hearty laugh and joined the impromptu dance party, his body moving with joyful abandon. The friends danced and twirled, their laughter filling the cottage and blending with the sound of raindrops outside. They moved in sync, their bodies expressing the joy and connection they felt in that moment. The rain seemed to dance with them, its rhythm intertwining with their movements. As the rain subsided outside, the friends gradually slowed their dance, their breaths coming in gentle sighs. They stood together, their bodies still swaying to an invisible melody, their hearts filled with contentment. The room fell silent, the only sound the crackling of the dying fire. The friends exchanged knowing glances, a shared understanding passing between them. It was time to bid each other farewell, promising to meet again soon. Sarah hugged each of her friends tightly, her fiery red hair cascading around her shoulders. "Until next time," she whispered, her voice filled with love and gratitude. Mark, usually reserved with his emotions, pulled each friend into a warm embrace. "Thank you for reminding me of the beauty of friendship," he said, his voice filled with sincerity. Emily's gentle smile radiated warmth as she held each friend's hand. "May our bond continue to grow and flourish," she whispered, her voice filled with hope. David, always the optimist, clapped his hands together. "Let's make more memories and share more laughter soon," he exclaimed, his voice filled with infectious enthusiasm. With a final wave and a promise to keep in touch, the friends parted ways, stepping out into the crisp night air. The rain had ceased, leaving behind a sense of renewal and possibility. As they walked away from the cozy cottage, their hearts were filled with gratitude for the simple pleasures and cherished friendships that had been nurtured within its walls. They carried with them the memories of laughter, deep conversations, and shared moments of vulnerability. And as they ventured into the world, their spirits lifted by the warmth of friendship, they knew that no matter the distance or time that separated them, their bond would remain unbreakable. For in that cozy cottage, amidst the rain and laughter, they had discovered the true essence of connection and the power of cherished friendships.